recording now. Covalent molecular compounds. These are not based on your canceling of charges. It's not a metal and a nonmetal. Covalents all have negative charges when you look at the ions, so it's not canceling of your charges. It's a simple bit of using prefixes to name your covalent elements. What does prefix mean?
Little set of letters that you can for a word to change its definition.
Exactly. So you'll have a prefix if there is more than one for your first element. And whatever the number is for your second element, you will always have a prefix. The first nonmetal, it will keep its elemental name. So carbon, hydrogen. If that's your first nonmetal element for a covalent compound, you'll keep the full name. The second nonmetal element, it will be an IDE, just like we've been doing, hydride, carbide, sulfide, so it's very similar to what we've been doing. I'm going to freeze the back corner one if you need to continue writing. This is one of the simpler methods of naming. This is page 12 in your packets. You will need to memorize this. I will not be giving this to you on a quiz or a test. Mono means
1.
Di means
2.
Tri means
3.
Tetra,
4.
Penta,
5.
Hexa,
6.
Hepta,
7.
Octa,
8.
Nona,
9.
Deca. Okay. If you have, for the first nonmetal, the very first nonmetal, if there is only one of them, you omit. You do not put in mono. So the example, carbon, you only have one. You don't say monocarbon. You say carbon, O2 dioxide. Also, you might want to write this down in your notes. If you have an element that has a vowel, like oxygen, oxide, your tetra will no longer be tetraoxide. It will actually look like, hold on, let me draw on this.
27.
It will say tetroxide or pentoxide
And heptoxide?
and heptoxide. So you, yes,
And non-oxide?
yes, yes.
So
You
what
take
happens?
off the A at the end and it's the vowel, yes. Okay?
What?
So let's do some naming. Write the chemical name for the following covalent compounds. I want you to all try these. Try not to discuss. I want you to actually try them out. We're going to go with Kevin L. What's CO?
Carbon monoxide.
We're going with Allie. What's SO3?
Sulfur dioxide.
We're going to go with Alicia. What's SO2?
Sulfur dioxide.
Deb, NO.
I wrote M stands for, but it's monoxide.
Say that again.
I forgot what the M stands for, but it's monoxide.
Jordan, what's NO?
I know is I know is it's nitrogen oxide.
So say it again, Deb.
Nitrogen monoxide?
Yep. Then we've got, how about Justin and 205? Say that again. Close. How many nitrogens? Dinitrogen pentoxide. Rahul, NO2. And then Rachel D, SiO2.
Silicon dioxide.
Okay? So it's unless you have a more than one, so your N2O5, you don't put mono at the beginning. So dinitrogen, or if it was trinitrogen pentoxide, only if you have more than one, 2 to 10. Okay? And then the ending, you have to include it no matter what, 1 through 10. But you're looking, and this is why I did these, so that you could see that you have to cut off the ending of the O and the A. So it wouldn't be pentaoxide, it's pentoxide. Writing the name is, I think, very easy, or writing the formula is very easy because it's given in the name. So here are 3 at the bottom. You just look at the prefix, look at the name of the element. Whatever number the prefix is becomes the subscript of that element symbol. So we've dicarbon tetroxide, nitrogen trioxide, and nitrogen tetrahydride. So Logan L, what's the first one?
C2O3.
Close. What's tetra?
Oh, tetra is 4.
Yeah, so then say that again.
Sorry. C2O4.
And then we got Simon, nitrogen trioxide. And then Kevin Y, nitrogen tetrahydride. What is another name for C2O4? Anybody know? Nope.
Dicarbon tetroxide.
No. Yes. Say it again. What's another name for NO3? Another name for NH4? Ammonium. NO2 is nitrite. Not NO2, that's nitrite is NO2. So there are multiple names for the same compounds. How do you know when to use ionic versus covalent? First of all, you need to figure out if it is a non-metal and a metal. This is also in your packet, page 22. It's very similar, the flow chart. Not exactly the same. This I'm going to put on my website too. But you have to figure out if it's ionic or covalent. Ionic means that there's a metal and a non-metal together. Covalent means that there are 2 non-metals. Once you figure out that it's a metal and a non-metal, you have to figure out, are you talking about polyatomic or just monatomic ions? And don't forget your varying charges. Your varying charges of iron 3, iron 2, lead 2, lead 4. So you got to make sure that you check your varying charges. And with your covalent, you have to check your prefixes. If the prefix of the first nonmetal is mono, do you write that in? No. If your first nonmetal is a mono, you leave it out. No matter what the number is of your second nonmetal, you will always put that in. Monoiodide, monoiodide. Fun words. Triiodide. So it ends with an IDE. Another way to look